Would be just typical of Digital Extreme, wouldn't it? Reset day, as you can tell by the fact it still says 6 days there. 1,500 points after completing everything before I can actually get this thing. And with that, we can now come out and go to this and go...
What's on your mind?
Oh, well, thanks for telling me that I now have that, considering I'm 500 points over. But never mind! The Keeler Suit Collection. Even though it states Drifter Keeler Suit Collection, let me answer that first. Fitted for the Drifter and the Operator. Should have just been called the Keeler Suit Collection, rather than the Drifter suit. But let's actually equip this thing, shall we? Personally, I think the best thing about this is, in fact, the arm, because it has those spikes on it that make it kind of hard to find, but at the same time it also stands out quite a bit. On the Operator, of course. That arm actually looks quite amazing, but now I'll just put the rest of it on. Trying to figure out why there's no hood, because I don't have a hood equipped. Would probably be why this wasn't working. Opened? Okay. I'm not sure on that one. It looks good, don't get me wrong. I like it closed. But I'm not sure. I haven't added a colour for the liner at all. You can see it's just nothingness. So it's just a natural inside colour, but I cannot decide. I kind of like it open. Personally, I'm going to take it off once this is done. But, for the time being, we've got to take the colours off, so it's in the standard colour. To be fair, it's not too bad. And, okay. I was wondering why such the weird colour on it, but as you're actually using the Operator, actually doesn't look too bad. I was kind of thinking that would look just straight up horrid, because sometimes from the back it can get in the way of the camera, and no, because it looks like it's actually slightly off to the left. Like they almost put some thought behind it. Okay, that's a nice touch. But obviously this has to go on to the other one, where it looks pretty much exactly the same. Apart from now it actually... I'm gonna leave this one open, just so we can kind of come out of here. And... okay, not bad either. I was wondering if with it being open and basically just round the back, whether that would be in the way, but no, it's actually not. And it's kind of weird that the colours match what I had on the arm anyway. That's amazed me. Can we rotate that? No? Okay, fine, I'll do this. I assumed that was kind of goldy coloured, but it's not. Can we make it goldy coloured? Nope. Kind of able to do that, and then we'll come out and... yeah, you don't actually hold a rifle, though I've said for years it would be great if you could just use your primary weapon with your Drifter or your Operator. Oh, and if the actual colours that I have selected in the eyes worked in game in missions, because you would have noticed the eyes have changed. They actually haven't. Just that's a very weird bug that I'm really sick of kind of seeing, but at the same time I'm still perfectly kind of fine with, because they're still glowing at least, and it still looks weird without them being red. I just didn't want them to be red. The suit itself, okay, this has made me hope that the deck suit ends up being so much better than this. Yeah, okay, they turned around and they have the paper suit that they came out with that I'm not even going to continue mentioning, but releasing this as a suit meant for the Drifter, if there was storyline or something behind this, it would have made perfect sense. But they didn't. They just kind of, yeah. I'm still torn on the helmet. I like the look of it, but I just prefer the clean look of having it just not there. Because for cinematics and things like that, you can actually see the Operator's face. I think I'm going to leave it on for now, because it obviously matches better. I will definitely be swapping out... I want to swap out the orange quite a bit, but I just don't think I can bring myself to actually do it, because this thing is very, very close to the colours I use anyway, apart from, well, it's like a mix of old and new, all mixed together. So I think I'll leave it for the sake of it. Yeah, turns out if you go to any other scene in Capturer, it kind of works. In fact, I'm just going to do this. Get back here. Oh, and stop playing with that weapon. Why do you always pull out your melee weapon every time I transfer to operator? Fry! Clevo, fry. Is it the most amazing thing ever? What was that? Not really. I really wanted this to look so much nicer than it actually does, but it's acceptable. As a level 30 reward for Nightwave, it is the only way to get a hold of it. Of course, if you can't get a hold of it before Nightwave ends, there is still at least, I would say, 8 to 10 weeks before Nightwave should end, giving people more chance to get a hold of this. This was available basically today if you did absolutely everything since Volume 4 came out. I'm also just now noticing the Kavat has come up here with us. Hi, Luna. You will have more than enough time to still get a hold of this before it ends. If you don't, there's no need to really panic. This will, of course, return eventually at some point. I would love to see them stick things like... yeah, just put it in cred offerings. They have started to do this anyway with some of the other rewards kind of bleeding into this with the glyphs, the emblems, the ornaments, the sigils. Also kind of appear here. Not all the time, obviously this rotates every week, but they have started to add some of these things in here, so I would love to see in future ones have some things return, like the Spore Ephemera could be something that returns in there. Then you wouldn't have to wait months for this to actually come back in. They've started to do it with some of the older rewards. Hopefully they'll start to do it with some of the cosmetic rewards, because they do look pretty nice. And that arm, I think even if I take the suit off, I'm leaving that arm on, because that arm actually looks pretty damn good. Which does mean the other arm gets to stay. Even though it's only got one spike, it's still fine because, well, you kind of look over that one anyway, so put that away. Not having the two spikes blocking the camera makes a lot of sense, but just having that arm there, oh, hell yeah. I really do like that. And with that, I think we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.